A few months ago I made a video called A Warning to the World, and that video only got about 17,000 views on YouTube, but on Facebook it's now at 1.6 million views and growing. Many people from Canada, the US, mainly the UK, that have been interested in this video, in many specific states in the US, especially Texas, which I find interesting. But Cape Town and Joburg also interested in what is happening in that video, the things I speak about. And that warning to the world is about something that I thought was impossible. When my father told me about it in 2004, saying the whole world will be put under house arrest, that a virus would be released that will kill the sickly people. And he also said, just to briefly summarize, that there will be a 2-year lull where people will get back to normal after these house arrest periods or the lockdowns. He called it house arrest or huisarrest in Afrikaans. That a pathogen would later be released that would literally kill off a vast amount of people in the world, and this will happen very quickly. Now, I'm not saying any of this is true or that it would happen. The COVID-19 pandemic went down, and this is not something that I thought would happen. Remember, this was in 2004 for something that happened or started in 2019. And you know, the monetary system in the world has been under attack for a very long time, and I have documents in my possession saying that there was plans afoot to turn us into a cashless society by 1995. This obviously didn't happen, but now I see everything at play showing that our monetary system is under attack, and that in the near future cash will not be used anymore. Most people don't use cash in any case. People use cards, but not having the option to use cash is a very, very different thing. And just imagine the kind of controls that can be implemented if that is the case, if cash does not exist anymore. And another warning I want to give the world is that this will be implemented by 2030. I can see this playing out clearly. Maybe people back then thought it would happen sooner. They certainly thought that many things would happen in the world by the year 2000. They were wrong. Maybe the global elites or the people planning these things, or the people in this committee that met in Geneva, Switzerland, their plans didn't pan out the way they wanted. However, I can see everything be put in place right now by us, the people, that the conditions were created for us to actually enforce all the things that these global elites want. And you know, I don't forsake anyone making money or generating wealth or whatever or whatsoever. I'm not against anyone being wealthy or building wealth through companies or anything like that. I have a problem when someone will implement something for their corporate gain that takes my freedom away. That's where I draw the line. And in the next 6 years, building up to 2030, a lot will change. And my warning to the world now is that financially, especially in South Africa, we are going to go through hell. It's going to be far worse than most people can imagine. And the rest of the world, things will happen that will not happen in South Africa. Things that we will be free from. Things that will cause turmoil, uprisings, overthrowing of governments you would never imagine can be overthrown, systems that will be changed, uprooted, commotions like you've never seen in your life before. And this is all necessary for a one world order to be created, where there will be a one world government with a one world religion and a one world leader. Now, this isn't going to happen by 2030. But by 2030, the global elites wants everything lined up to achieve that. And you can bet your bottom dollar that they will use you to achieve it. They will create the circumstances that will make you beg for it. And food and water security will be one of those things, one of many. Do not discard dirty bombs. Now, go and look at what a dirty bomb is. It's when you use radioactive material. And the threat of that will be such an easy way for global governments to do lockdowns again. The climate can be used for global lockdowns. Many things can be used. There's massive pushback from many people at this stage. And that is maybe part of the plan, to get this pushback to get this control over social media, to get this control over the internet. And this is a big drive from the World Economic Forum in 2024, that they need to be able to control what is truth and what is not, and decide what that is. So you won't be able to just say what you want and people then decide for themselves. No, what you put out there on the internet will be controlled completely. And I can tell you that in this year and in next year, that'll be a huge focus, and you will not be able to speak freely anymore. Now, when you don't have money to spend, physical money, and when you can't speak freely anymore, what freedoms do you actually have? Maybe to move around and associate with who you want and still practice your religion, that'll be attacked too. And very, very soon, you will not be able to live the life you are living now, and by 2030, the world will look vastly different to the world that we have now. So please, follow us on this channel, subscribe to this channel, do consider becoming a member, where we discuss the very things, the very fundamental basics, that discuss all these plans that are laid out. I'm not a prophet, I don't have a crystal ball. I just tell people to take note, because I've been told many more things I've not made public. Some of them are too difficult for me to stomach, telling the public about heinous plans for the people of the world, and it's too difficult to even word or to contemplate. Just prepare yourself for difficult times, especially if you're living in South Africa, and prepare yourself for very, very hectic upheaval, turmoil, etc. if you live in the rest of the world. Thanks for watching.